Hi, this is Jeremy Shires from StartingArithmetic.com. In this video, I'm going to share some ways you can help your children learn their times table, and I'm going to use 3 times 5 as an example. One way you can show them 3 times 5 is to colour in a grid of squares and then count the number of coloured squares. You can lay out dots, stones or coins in a grid, then count the number of dots, stones or coins. Either shading or dots make it simple to show 3 times 5 equals 5 times 3. You just turn the grid through 90 degrees. The Snakes and Ladders board has numbers going in different directions in alternate rows. The bottom row goes left to right as numbers go from 1 to 10, and the next row goes from right to left as numbers go from 11 to 20, and so on. You get the same effect if you fold a tape measure. Here I folded a tape measure in 5s, so there are folds at 5, 10 and 15, and the numbers run 1 to 5 left to right, 5 to 10 right to left, and 10 to 15 left to right again, similar to on a Snakes and Ladders board. Here I folded the tape measure in 3s, so the folds are on 3, 6, 9, 12 and 15, and the numbers run 1 to 3 left to right, 3 to 6 right to left, 7 to 9 left to right, 10 to 12 right to left, 13 to 15 left to right. Well, they would if the tape was folded so it was flat. I think it helps to use as many different examples as possible to get the message across when helping someone learn times tables. So grids, coins and tape measures are all good. Rather than fold a tape measure, you can use the interactive times table grid at startingarithmetic.com/arithmetic/timestables/timestablesgrid.html. When you times two numbers such as 3 and 5, the program will count to the product, 15, or repeatedly in 3s, or repeatedly in 5s. It will count from left to right in rows, or top to bottom in columns, and you can turn on a snake effect, where the program counts alternate rows left to right and right to left, or alternate columns from top to bottom and bottom to top, just like folding a tape measure. Here is 3 times 5 in rows with the snake effect. Going from left to right along the top row, we have 1 to 5, and then going from right to left in the second row, we have 6 to 10, and in the bottom row 11 to 15, going left to right again. Exactly the same as with a folded tape measure. Turning the snake off, we just have 1 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 15, all going from left to right. Here the program is counting from 1 to 3 in columns, with the snake effect on. So going down in the left column, 1, 2, 3, up in the second column, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Turning the snake off, we just have 5 columns of 1, 2, 3 going down. We can count to 5 in columns. Here you see the effect of having the snake on. The left-hand column, we have 1, 2, 3 going down, then 4, 5 going up in the next column, and starting again with 1 at the top. Moving to the third column, 2, 3, 4 going down, and so on. Without the snake, the numbers go 1, 2, 3 down the left column, and then start at the top of the second column with 4, 5 going down, then start at 1 at the bottom of the leftmost column, and continue 2, 3, 4 going down the third column. As there are 3 rows, and we are counting in 5s, the effect of using columns is a bit confusing. The main point is are exactly 3 5s, and most importantly, we end on a 5. If we count to 5 in rows, as there are 5 columns, the grid makes more sense whether the snake is on or off. Either way, there are still only 3 number 5s in the grid. I have used 3 times 5 as an example in this video. The table grid will work from 1 times 1 to 20 times 20. You can read more about how the grid works at startingarithmetic.com/blog/grid. learning times tables, how folding a tape measure can help. This has been Jeremy Shires from startingarithmetic.com. Why not stop by startingarithmetic.com/blog for more great ideas on helping your children learn times tables and arithmetic.